Hello, everybody. It's good to see you guys again. I'm so excited to be doing this again with you guys. It's Entertainment Calgary, and this is Prosecco Nuts. So remember, this is our unfiltered version. I don't know, with everyone being in quarantine, if anything you're going to hear from us is worse than what's already been said throughout the year. So thank you guys so much for joining me again. I guess I don't know where to start again. 2020. What do we say?
Every time we use the word mask, we drink a sip.
God, yes. We wasted in 20 minutes.
Okay, every time the word mask comes up, we drink. Right, Lina, good one.
So this is going to be a good drink. Okay.
It's the end of summer. It's has it been a lost season? Did you guys make the most of it? You know, how was this summer different?
What summer, Liz?
Different.
What summer?
I know.
Well, actually, being home, you get to enjoy a little bit more of it, but not the way that I wanted to enjoy it, because I would have much rather be on a beach. Let's face it. Yeah, I hate that I didn't get to go anywhere. Canceled all our flights wherever we were going. It was our 30th anniversary, so we were supposed to be in Greece right now, but we're not. So here we are. Greece, so I'm going to celebrate.
Favorite place in the world.
Pardon?
Greece is my favorite place in the world.
I've never been, and we were supposed to go, and now we can't go anywhere because we don't want to isolate for the entirety of our vacation. So interesting enough that I'm grateful we got to spend a lot of time with family. So that's one good thing that came out of all this. But other than that, I miss travel, and I can't wait until we do. So yeah.
Is it really good though? Spending all that family.
Well, you know, I'm a little biased because I have a new addition in my family, so I'm loving it.
No, cheers to that. Cheers to baby Lina.
Cheers.
Yes. I'm a glam mom now, people. Mm-hmm. Yes, and I'm loving every minute of it.
Wait a second. Can we just focus on the size of Liz's cup? I know Liz is small, but what the heck is that?
It's
I didn't notice the size of that.
It's like
a margarita cup.
And where did you put the fish so that you can actually drink from that thing?
Yeah.
This is my quarantine glass.
Oh my God.
You think?
You kill me.
That is absolutely a quarantine glass. So
that's a Liz cup.
I ask you guys something about quarantine. Was it happy hour every day? And be honest, this is Prosecco and Nuts, no bullshit. Was it happy hour every day in your house?
You know what?
Happy hour hasn't stopped.
Thank you, Drew.
I've been
happy hour every day since it's been the longest spring break in history. Every friggin' day. Lina, happy hour in your house?
Actually, not happy hour. It was Betty Crocker in my house. I was baking way too much and cooking, and everybody was just getting fat and lazy. So I had to tone back and be like, let's try to come up with some healthy alternatives. It was food coma in our house, 100%. Yeah.
Liz, you guys?
You know what? Mine was exactly the same as Lina's. I barely drank. I actually didn't take any time off during quarantine. Like I mentioned in the last segment, I had moved into a new house, so it was time for me to unpack what I didn't unpack, bake when I wanted to bake. So yeah, barely any drinking. It's crazy because usually I drink quite a bit. Everyone in my family drinks quite a bit. We're Trini, so
no.
No. Is that true, Drew?
Well, you didn't see my wall yesterday.
I did, and you changed your background, so this is just interesting. You don't want to be an alcoholic in all of our segments.
And as you guys know, we actually purchased 2 M&M food markets. So that was an essential service. So we were working all the time. So
yeah.
My kids were very grateful to your stores. Trust me, Liz, they stocked up on a lot of stuff
because
they got tired of my cooking. Oh my gosh. They're like, Mom, we love your cooking, but we need a break. So we're going to M&M. So I'm like, exactly. Okay, fine.
Well, and I'm so glad that liquor stores were deemed essential services.
Oh my God.
So you want to hear a funny story? There was what I realized later was a meme that said that Jason Kenney was actually going to close down all their liquor stores. So I saw this message like 10:30, 11 o'clock at night, and I was like, oh my God, we need to go to the liquor store. So I ran to the closest liquor store, stocked up, and my brother was hysterically laughing, going, you know that this is a joke, right?
We did that too. We looked at each
other
and we said, what if the liquor stores close? We gotta go now.
do.
You're probably thinking, oh my God, kids, a husband, and no booze. This is not going to go over very well. So I need something.
Well,
People would have started drinking hand sanitizer. Trust me.
yeah, that'll get you going. Drew's got the toddlers though. He's the one who's, I mean, I got the
Yes, bless their
Maybe
heart.
that's why I just had when I was home, I just had a steady sip on, just to
A
maintain.
steady sip.
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
Steady sip.
I'm not gonna
Sippy
lie,
cup.
Bailey's and coffee is usually a Christmas thing. We were doing
It was an everyday thing.
Oh yeah, especially way
Yeah.
back when spring break first started in March. That's when
Oh my gosh.
yeah. But then we switched to mimosas because it got beautiful and sunny out.
Yeah.
At least we had good weather, you guys. At least we had crazy weather, but good weather.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
So I guess you know what, because we actually missed you last time, BR, why don't we slide into your recommendations for when all of these people were doing Zoom meetings and we talked about Zoom dating. Why don't you give us some recommendations on what is appropriate wear for any Zoom calls?
And don't ask Drew to stand up because we'll know it's not appropriate.
Yeah, all I know so far is they don't like me when they show up with no pants. Like, there's a problem. Apparently.
Just stand up, Drew. Come on. Just stand up.
Really? No. I learned last time. I'm not standing up again.
It's gonna be good.
So that was the big thing.
We called it business on top and party on the bottom. So it was like
Exactly,
interesting.
Lina. That's exactly what it was. People are putting on the dress shirt or the up top and the hair and makeup and looking all shaven and fresh. And underwear, sometimes no underwear. We've seen those Zoom bloopers where, someone thinks their camera's off and they go to the bathroom or they've got no pants on at all.
Oh my gosh, those were so funny. Some of them were so funny.
I know, ridiculous. But I have to say that a lot of retailers really responded well to the work at home wardrobe and everywhere online, because we're, try to support local, but a lot of local stores don't necessarily have e-commerce. They have a web page, but you don't shop on it. You want to go to the store. And so
stuff on. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So they had to respond with, let's use Kate Hewko for an example. She had new merch Mondays and she had auctions. Liz, you saw that. She had auctions every week on her merchandise. So you would bid on it and then she'd close the auction that week. And then the next week she'd have a new merch Monday and then a new auction. And
wow.
She's doing better than having her store open.
Absolutely.
So, really?
Yeah, she's a great example of responding to not having any in person. Megan from Espy is another example, the owner of Espy.
She did amazing. Oh my gosh, that woman is awesome.
So great. And she didn't have online shopping before COVID, if you can recall. She had a website, but her business is all about the Espy experience. So it's about coming into the store. And she did great. She was doing segments and chatting about, her merchandise. And, when she said it allowed her regulars to support her, which was excellent.
Oh, that's so great.
Yeah. But even the big box stores or the chains like Gap Canada with Old Navy, Gap, and Banana, they responded by having a link on their website where they would typically have, what are you shopping for? Men, women, children, etc. They had cozy at home and work from home links. So you could click on cozy at home and find a bunch of sort of appropriate day wear that you could still have a meeting in, but it wasn't,
being in a suit.
Yeah, exactly. It wasn't the whole underwear on the bottom or a full business suit or, but they.
Drew's shaking his head.
What?
And it's so amazing. I think a lot of retailers were able to step up because what do? Nobody's ever really experienced something like this, right? So it was good on them for, stepping up to the plate and still trying to, all of us fashionable people still needing to be comfortable and still look good and, not just go into the housewife.
Yeah. But I do recall early on this massive spring break that I I was trying to channel Mrs. Roper from Three's Company.
Oh my God.
I remember saying, God damn it, I need a Mrs. Roper wardrobe. Like, on a caftan and some wicked earrings all day and just like,
And just flow freely.
woo!
That's hilarious.
That's what I wanted.
If we do go into quarantine again, you must do that and you must post it so that I can repost it.
I am going to say right
my.
here, right now, I promise you, I'm going to have a caftan a day and I'm going to have, I'll even wear some fur slippers and we'll just rock a Mrs. Roper with my big earrings.
Oh my God, BR, you kill me. Holy shit, that would be funny.
I'd even bring my fro back for it all. You never know.
I think I might even have one of those for my Halloween costume, and if you do it, we'll take photos together.
Oh.
We'll do a side by side, and we'll post it for Mama Liz to post.
Okay, if this second wave, God forbid, but if we're locked down again, I'm doing
God
it.
forbid, no more lockdown, no second wave.
No more.
If we do,
Good vibes only.
Doing Prosecco and Nuts at least once a week.
No doubt.
Exactly.
I don't know why we didn't do it more often when we were all sitting
Happy
at home.
hour.
It would have been good. Yeah, happy hour every day.
Oh man.
So usually on our Prosecco Nuts, we usually talk about red carpet fashion, but because of COVID, of course, there was no red carpet. So there was a lot of canceling of events such as different award shows, the Met Gala, which we were all dying. We loved watching the Met Gala.
Well, I was supposed to be in New York then with my students.
That's insane.
Oh
That was such an
no.
amazing
And we had a tour of the Met, like booked.
Really?
Yes.
Oh,
We
that
see all the
sucks.
Met Gala clothing. We meet the costume designers. Like it's an annual thing, and we didn't get to go.
Oh, BR, drink up, honey, drink up. It's all good.
So there was the Met Gala, the BET Awards. There was a couple other award shows that we weren't able to see any red carpet fashion. What do you think? What are your thoughts on what red carpets are going to look like in the future? Are magazine covers maybe the new red carpet? Like, where are we going to see all of these up and coming fashions and all of these designs that all the big designers, they feature their work on the red carpet? What do you think is going to happen in the future?
Wow.
Good question.
Yeah.
I think we've had I'm not going to say too much Prosecco, but you know what? I've never really even thought of that. And I mean, especially after the VMAs and how all that went down, it was so weird. I just honestly don't know what it's going to look like. BR, what do you think?
I think it's these goddamn green screen dresses. That's what I think.
No.
Stupid green
In the dress again.
Melania Trump, Obama 2020. Because
Oh my God.
green screen dresses, so you can put any image on it. I don't know if you saw that, but she's standing beside her.
Oh, we saw that. Mel and Liz made sure we got that yesterday.
Oh yeah, and it's like you're fired. Like ridiculous. But even at the VMAs, that ridiculous Nicole Richie wore that.
I know.
Green taffeta thing, whatever.
I know, and I like, but green screen. That's going to be the new red carpet. Green.
God forbid.
Oh my God.
That was brutal.
Well, we mentioned the VMAs. Let's get right into it. What did you guys like and not like from the green screen background, if that's what we're going to call it now? What did you guys like from the fashion?
I just have to interject again because, of course, I know nothing about fashion.
Yeah, we'll get to you to talk about the performances after.
Oh, wait, that Nicole Richie dress was no good. Is that what we're saying?
No good. No good.
No.
Absolutely.
But you know about fashion, Drew. What brand of boxers are you wearing right now in the meeting?
Oh, it's jockey. It's jockey.
Okay,
Sometimes
you're a
it's
classic guy. Okay.
Sometimes it's Hanes.
Oh,
Sometimes it's Hanes, but it's
Pretty
a box
classic.
of brief. It's a box of brief.
So
Thanks.
Support,
I assume
support. Right, there's support there, but I'm still,
I'm gonna call you Vanilla Drew. You are DJ Vanilla.
only when I'm home.
Okay, I'm just saying.
Was there any fashions that you guys liked from that red carpet? I mean, Miley Cyrus wore, she was kind of naked again. And
Okay.
Surprise, surprise.
Before you say what you like, I just gotta say, I didn't know that it was wear your bathing suit to the VMAs awards. Like,
well,
know that. Miley Cyrus, does she not have enough money to buy a full outfit? Like she has never had a full outfit. And that freaking Bella Hadid, she's gorgeous.
Yep.
They all look like they're going to the beach. Da baby, did you see him?
Yeah.
Louis Vuitton shorts.
Like what the hell? I just thought too many people did not show up. Like they took the VMAs as a chance to be like, I'm in grade 7 and I'm going to wear my junior high outfit. I'm going to look good. Like, come on.
But do you guys think that that's because there was really nobody there for them to impress? Like,
No.
I feel that they didn't put the effort in because there wasn't anyone that was going to be there. I just thought the whole thing was just so weird. The whole green screen and the photos, and like when Liz, explained to me, because I didn't get to watch all of it and I was just skimming through things online and whatever, but it just seemed really like there was no energy. There's nothing there.
No. With no audio.
Can you take a second just to talk about Lina's hair? I haven't seen you in like 6 months, but your hair is gorgeous.
Thanks, guys. I know this salon that takes care of me.
Oh.
And so I guess what I did to my hair, you guys, for it to look like this. I got Botox in it.
Yeah, you mentioned that.
Hair Botox. So
I saw
my hair
your
has grown
video.
this much with hair Botox. I've given my
Okay,
life.
so
my
Drew,
hair
are
life.
you thinking of hair Botox?
Come on over, Drew.
What is this much?
Botox that grows here this much over quarantine.
Well, my hair just needed some loving, and I think I was just way too busy to give it the loving. And then we opened and we got this new product, and I tried it and I love it. And you know what? It's made my hair 20 years younger. Yay for Botox.
What does that even mean? What does it even mean, hair Botox?
Hair Botox, you literally, it's a product, a solution that they put into the hair, and then we bake it in with a flat iron, and it's literally injecting keratin back into the hair so that your hair goes back to its original youthful state. And so yeah, it's
alien blowout thing.
It's better than that. It's something unlike I've ever seen. Like, we have all the information on it online. I'm not doing a pitch here right now, but you guys do need to. For anybody with frizzy hair, curly hair, you need to check it out. Even if you just want your hair to be healthy, you just put it on, like you do the treatment. And yeah, well, thanks, Liz, though, for noticing my locks.
I love it. I love it.
So yeah, no problem. And if you need any more information, Edge's Salon and Spa. So yeah, back to fashion. At the VMAs, Lady Gaga. It seemed like it was the Lady Gaga show.
I saw that.
Came
crazy.
out every single time she had a wardrobe change, and she had an amazing mask to follow it. So I sent you guys
mask.
Mask.
Told you we're not drunk yet. Now we'll start getting there, but yeah.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, so I didn't expect anything less from Lady Gaga, to be honest, because she has worn masks way before this whole pandemic.
Way before.
Mask.
Yes. So yeah, she had amazing stuff that she did with Alexander McQueen. Like, she's always been wearing masks forever. So
mask.
I was mask again. I heard it.
So your thoughts on it? Did you guys like any of them? Did you think any of them were crazy? Did you expect anything less from her?
I didn't expect anything less from her. I love her anyways, whether before COVID or after COVID or whatever. Her masks and her style in general is just something, of course, that leaves people in awe.
I heard it,
but I heard, oh my God, you guys. Okay, I'm talking, so I'm not going to drink. Damn it.
You're the one who said it.
But I just don't like those really big industrial ones that, lit up and whatever when she wore them. But
a little much. A little much.
Those were a bit much. I feel like very harsh, but the one in her silver outfit, stunning. We all love glitter, so we know that that was probably one of our favorite. I love the dome because I'm all about.
Yeah,
that was my favorite because she looked beautiful. You could see her face, which is why I wear the masks, the shields that we wear here, because I think that I said shield. I didn't say
mask first. So
I said shield. I said shield. I said shield. So I wear this because I love to see people's expression in their face, and she looked stunning in that one. That was my favorite. But one thing I did learn from all this, they're not wearing those face coverings. I avoided the word. They're not wearing the face covering for protection. They made it a whole new fashion statement. So that goes to tell us a lot about what's happening with this whole mask thing.
Well, it's adapt or die, right? Like, it's just adapting masks. Sorry.
Yeah.
But the other thing about the whole VMAs, I think, is Lady Gaga is always about shock value, but everybody, not everybody, because there were some really elegant people, and I'd love to know who you loved, but a lot of people were about shock value at the VMAs this year.
Yeah.
You don't know that that's what it's about, but I don't know, just my take on it. But who did you love? Anyone?
I just gave my whole spiel. You guys can go next. What the? Are you guys getting too drunk? Quit drinking.
I what I love. Like, there were certain things. I agree with you, BR, and that there was a shock value to things. So
Yeah.
like, maybe I'm just showing my age, but when Bella Hadid came out, and I was like, okay, she just got some tape on.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know what was up with the Weekend's face.
I was just gonna ask you guys the same question.
Isn't that part of his whole, like, what's happening with his album?
Yes. So
what is happening with the album?
Video has the broken nose and the puffy eyes, etc. But for him to carry
tell me about that, Drew. What was the point of that?
Well, I need to get a little bit more into it myself, but I know that he literally has, taken that on into some of the actual releases. One of his music videos has that as well. So
interesting. I was wondering what was wrong with his face.
It's kind of giving me like Thriller vibes, like.
Totally did. Totally did. That's what I thought.
So, well, let's break it down, Drew, while we have you still. What performances? What did you like? What did you not like? What were you surprised by? Was there anything that you think was missing?
Well, the crowd response for once, right? So it was very
weird.
Interesting the fact that everything was happening in New York, but then they were, at different venues all throughout, right? So again, we mentioned the weekend there. He was on top of the skyscraper, and how everything was actually set up was actually really well put together. So as far as direction, it was not going to be an issue. And as for us who are actually the viewers on television, which is where most of us are going to be viewing it anyway, it worked, right? But you could tell that there was that disconnect. Like when you came back to Keke Palmer, who was hosting, like her monologue, for example. A lot of people were praising how nice it was and how poignant it was, and there was humor, etc. But it felt like she was in an empty room, just making some conversation that was a little bit.
That's just so weird. I found that so weird. Yeah.
The crowds laugh, that fake laugh that button.
Yeah.
Like it seemed like it was off a couple times. Like they weren't really coordinating properly. So.
And she, by the way, speaking of Keke Palmer, she looked great.
She had a lot of great designers that dressed her. Yeah.
Beautiful. Yeah, absolutely.
No, forgive me, but didn't she dress like a man on the
Yes, on the red carpet.
Yeah.
I don't know what that was about.
I was like, who's this?
I actually thought that was Bruno Mars when she first came.
Oh my god. My god.
So definitely things, it was set up for a lot of people to, do exactly, I guess, what we're doing now, which is, talk after the fact. And I think it's maybe because so much of it was just us looking at, little or big screens. And, so many people weren't able to take it in person. So I guess that's just what we had to deal with. But yeah, Lady Gaga and Ariana Grande, I think pretty much.
Oh, Ariana Grande's dress. Like, come on. That was incredible.
She's got some pretty cool style.
I didn't see the performance one, but the one on the carpet with the silver with the floof.
Yeah.
Like miles and miles of floof.
Well, her poof is that's my go-to.
Yeah. It was gorgeous.
The performance stuff, you hit the nail on the head earlier, VR. The performance stuff was all a bathing wear. So
swimwear. It was bathing suit day at the VMAs. That's what it was. Spring break after all. Come on.
Yeah. Miley Cyrus got a lot of props for her disco ball. Obviously she had done Wrecking Ball before, but
she's an idiot.
Okay, well, all right.
I'm sorry, she's an idiot. Sick of her.
Have another sip, mask.
Yeah, mask.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so a lot of her fan base were really happy and taken aback with that performance. I was probably, you know, me and lip sync. So
Yeah.
the whole time I'm watching, I'm going, I know Miley can sing, but
Yeah.
that looks like, you know, quite staged. So for that part of it threw me off. But I think for the most part, like I said, everyone who came in to perform did solidly. It was just, it felt a little bit empty because in the midst of it, you take a step back and go, okay, these people are performing to no one, or
To no one, yeah.
or, you know, there's just them and a director or whatever, you know, stuff they're trying to come across.
And then they don't get the energy from the crowd that feeds a performer back,
Of
right?
course, yeah. That's what I felt to be so weird.
Yeah, because it's not just the audience that's missing and their response. It's also the energy that the performer gets, you know, from all the fans that was missing.
I think there was a Calgarian artist that performed there. Wasn't Tate McRae one of the performers there? And she's from Calgary, right?
Yeah, yeah. She used to
I
dance.
saw that in the links that Liz sent.
Yeah, she started dancing with where My Lola dances years and years ago. And
oh, no way.
Yeah, and then her mom started another dance company that Tate ended up going to and is still a dance company in Calgary.
Oh, wow, that is so cool. It's good to see one of our own up there, actually. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
So, Drew, is there anything else that any other takeaways from performances that we should mention?
No. I was going to say, it's, personally, because again, it is Prosecco Nuts.
Yeah, exactly.
So you know what, going back to what you guys were talking about with getting feedback from the crowds, talk shows, daytime talk shows, the late nights, you know, a lot of them are comedians and are not getting that feedback from the crowd with their jokes and things like that. I think Stephen Colbert said so many times that, you know, I miss laughter. I can't, you know, it's hard to tell jokes when nobody's laughing. So
it's hard to listen to them when nobody's laughing, trust me, because it's just not the same.
And it's been so hard. I mean, I really feel for those guys that are comedians and that have to do any of these daytime late night shows. And
yeah, their monologues are just
you know, you try to do your best with them, and I really hope that things do go back to normal. But you know, what does that even look like? When can you have crowds again, especially in the States, who are in a worse, really bad state than we are?
That's a gong show.
Yeah, you know, and I really feel bad for a lot of them. Are like Trevor Noah's still shooting from home. A lot of them have gone back to studios, but Trevor Noah's still shooting from home. I mean, it's a sad time.
I do credit, you mentioned Trevor Noah. I tend to look at pretty much all of their monologue stuff just to see what's happening. Trevor's made probably the best leap to what this whole COVID atmosphere is, in that he starts to shoot in what they call that YouTube style. So it's very quick cuts. You know, he'll put, you know, emojis on screen. You know, if there's a sound effect that happens in the background, stuff like that, to hold your attention, because otherwise you're sitting there for 10, 15 minutes watching literally a talking head, right? Yeah. And with no audience feedback, right? You can see, like, I think it was early on, some of Fallon's stuff, I was like, okay, he's just laughing to himself. This is falling flat. I never really, Colbert's always been pretty strong, but yeah, just if you look at the way that Trevor's actually put his stuff together, I think that if he decided that he wanted to continue to do that show from home, I'd still watch it.
Good, yeah. And you know, I really liked when he would turn and talk to the emoji.
Exactly.
Yeah, I know. And talk to like a fake guy.
Fake himself, exactly. Like you can watch a bunch of the YouTube comment, and it's that. Him and his team did that. And saying that.
But I also really liked how, and yes, Jimmy Fallon at first kind of didn't get a handle on it, but then I loved how his two little girls were in every show after that. I love how they did the, you know, Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon sign, and they would do, you know, when he did thank you notes, they would do the music and mess it up every time and laugh at him in the background. And I thought that was really an awesome connection to the audience. And he would allow them to make mistakes, and they'd run around through the shot, and he'd be like, okay, come on, play the next one. Thank you notes, right? Like he would, like they were excellent. And I think he did a great job even of shooting from their playroom and different areas in the house. And he'd go down their big slide, you know, like Stuff like that was really fun as well. So I think the two of them really did a good job of it.
Yeah, exactly. So, well, keeping on with TV, in quarantine, is a lot of people seem like they went on Netflix a lot more, Disney Plus, now Quibi,
Oh man,
Amazon Prime, Apple TV, and there was a lot of shows that seemed to have an unexpected, turnaround.
Yeah.
Like 90 Day Fiance, there was the Tiger King that was really big, little fires
Oh
everywhere.
my God, what the hell was that about? That was
Carol
awful.
The Last Dance.
killed her husband, whacked him.
Was there anything that you guys kind of watched that you would normally never really enjoy?
Yes.
Yeah. Besides Treehouse, Drew.
Yeah, Drew.
Yeah, well, I told you already, Treehouse. Yeah, with this
Paw Patrol treating him.
Yeah, fantastic. Me and Sky are like this.
I love it.
I'm not gonna lie, I stayed away from TV. There was way too much negativity, so I just found other stuff to do because I get influenced by that kind of thing, but it's really nothing. I started to watch Ozark and then I dropped it.
Oh,
I
it's
just
amazing.
I
Don't
think
drop that.
it's
Don't
I
drop
think
that,
it's
Lina.
no,
Don't
I'm
drop
not going to, but I think it's the weather just became so nice that I wanted to be outside more and do things outside. So we didn't really get to sit. The summer nights were amazing. Start a fire. Didn't really watch a whole lot of TV. I think for me, TV is more of a winter thing. In the summer, I just wanted to be outside, got together with, family and things like that. But not too many things that I took up. And plus, I just wanted to, I hated the late night shows because they just weren't funny anymore. Like, I don't know why. I can't laugh when there's nobody else out there laughing.
Yeah, totally.
What the one thing I did enjoy is just watching everyone's hair change throughout the whole quarantine process. So I'm like,
let's go silver.
oh my God.
It's a thing now.
Exactly. Everybody all of a sudden had silver highlights
your
in their
hair
hair.
at all during quarantine?
Like, oh my God. Like Stephen Colbert, his hair is like, he did a fro shot one time and posted it on social media. And then one of them had, I can't remember who it was, they had Ryan Reynolds on there. And you get to see his sexy gray hair and salt and pepper hair. I'm like, this is coming back. My husband went gray and I love it.
Yes, he
my
looks
silver
great.
fox right now. Yeah. So everybody's like, embracing
The guys look
the
great,
silver.
but that's it.
No, you know what, BR? I mentioned this yesterday during quarantine life. We've had a lot of women come in that had a lot of gray that wanted to just embrace it. And we've been doing a lot of transformations and taking people to their natural color that it is now. And if it's white, because let's face it, even young people are doing silver hair right now.
Yeah.
And silver hair is huge. And so they're
It
like,
is. I love
if
it.
young people are paying a lot of money to do it, why can't we just let our hair go gray? It's still a process. It's still a costly process, but when people do get there, it's beautiful. And I think a lot of people that embraced it looks great on them, even some of our celebrities. And so I think that was really fun. The struggle was real with people and their nails though, and makeup, like that was crazy. So we spent a lot of time, pardon?
The nails, that was like my most difficult thing to do.
Oh, I can imagine. I know.
Too. They were
I'm lucky.
trailer trash. I am a mechanic at a trailer park.
Oh my gosh.
Like, I had trash.
Tell me about it. I know. And so what I spent most of my time doing is not watching TV, but creating content for our clients. Our staff was amazing. They dedicated their days to helping people fix their nails and helping people tweeze their eyebrows because they were growing in, and how to properly put on like false lashes and cover your gray with like the products that we sell. So we spent a lot of time creating content for people to keep them sane with their appearance as opposed to watching TV. But I'll probably get into that in the winter
just
time.
Like the neighborhood saints?
We tried, we tried.
Netflix. We were couch potatoes.
I know our kids did, and they loved it.
Did you gain any COVID-19?
I gained weight. We all gained weight. Tell me about it.
Did you guys watch any of these shows? Or Drew, did you watch? What did you watch, Drew? You actually said that you had something that you were.
Yeah, that I would never watch.
Yeah.
My wife and I watched Love Is Blind. I don't know if that came on. Was that right before or like COVID? When was that?
I don't know.
I have no idea. What is that about?
It's
like something you would watch.
Yeah, maybe I've just been in this funk for so long I can't remember when we sat down and watched this thing. So it's literally like, let's say there's a group full of women, a group full of guys, and you sit across a wall, but you're in a house. It's like Big Brother kind of style. And you go on your dates, but your date, you can't see the person except for a silhouette.
Are they naked?
Oh my God.
Are they naked?
I think somebody did do something funky at some point. Oh, but by the end of it, you're supposed to pick the person you're supposed to marry.
And then
What?
are you
You're
naked?
supposed to marry?
Yeah. It was
But
madness.
then are
Without
they
seeing
naked?
them.
Yes, VR.
VR just wants to get to the naked part.
I want to know if they're naked.
Yeah.
Naked dating. That's a show.
Yeah. Anyway, it was madness. So I literally sat down and I watched my wife and I was like, okay, well, I guess next time around you go for an arranged marriage.
And
Oh
you
my
got
gosh.
next time around.
Is there going to be a next time, Drew, after this quarantine? Really?
Math,
Really? No.
Well, I got to tell you,
No.
we caught up on Ozark, which is phenomenal.
Yeah, it was really cool, but it's pretty dark. Like you need to be in the zone to watch that.
Oh man, it's good. And have you
Yeah,
watched?
that's a nighttime show.
I'm on season 2. I'll pick it up when it's cold and I have to sit inside and do nothing.
Oh yeah, there's only 3 seasons.
So
It's
much.
easy.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot.
Oh,
Well, before we lose Drew, is there anything else, Drew, that we can kind of jump in and talk about? I mean, we had our last segment, we talked about, you know, the virtual clubbing, the changes in Stampede, you know, so one thing I did see that was really cool that we had, I think between Stampede and Canada Day was the hotel balcony concerts, which I thought were really cool.
oh yeah.
I haven't been to one of those. How does that work? Tell me, because I've seen them, but we haven't even made it out to one yet.
Yeah, I haven't done anything like that here in Calgary, but the concept would be that you have, in essence, I mean, the hotels vacancies obviously were terrible, but if you're standing or you book a room and you have the balcony area and it overlooks wherever this concert area would be, so you're socially distanced into your space and you can overlook whatever's happening. What we did see actually start graduating, and unfortunately we don't have a drive-in here in Calgary anymore. But
we should. I really think they should bring those back, by the way.
But they had some, Drew. Is that what you're going to talk about?
We had drive-in concerts, and we had actually the people who were doing the drive-ins on the boat, on the water. So you literally
Oh,
really?
Oh yeah, that's cool.
on the lake.
Hey, I saw that on Ozark, but they were praying and I didn't dig that, but I can go do a concert on the water. I'd be cool with that.
So those sorts of things started showing up. But yeah, the concert stuff that kind of took place was the drive-in concert sort of idea. Or there were even the social distanced ones. So you had your own little section for about 8 people, and they were all sectioned down in what would be a stadium segment. Or if it was just a drive-in, you'd just be in your vehicle and that'd be the performance that was happening.
And they did have a couple drive-in movies in Cochrane.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
You had to book ahead online
Yep.
to get your spot, but they did a couple of drive-ins where they showed 4 movies one night, older movies, but I mean, my son went and their friends and they said it was awesome. Super fun.
Hey, that would be very cool. I feel
I'd
so
love
bad
them
for
to bring that back.
theaters. I would too. I think that was so fun.
A lot of trending on the like Netflix actually started changing their layouts. If you go on Netflix now, you probably noticed it. Like they'll show you what the top 10 things that are happening. That's kind of come up since COVID because everyone wants to know. You're sitting there and we've probably all been in the same predicament. You turn Netflix on, you go, okay, there's so much to watch. I don't know what I'm going to watch.
What should I pick? Yeah.
At least there's not a top 10 list. There's been a big trend, obviously, once Disney Plus came in and took away, all of these superhero films. There was a lot of new production that was happening from Netflix original ideas. So Charlize Theron had a big smash. It was called The Old Guard, which was actually based on a comic book, but it was actually really fun.
That was awesome.
Jamie Foxx is just in one that just came out, I think last month, called Powers, I think. But that was really fun as well too. So there's a lot of stuff to check out in there. I highly recommend, depending on whatever your categories that you like, always just search through that top 10 now. But yeah, I'm with Lina. I'm not going to necessarily sit down all day in front of the TV, but I'm happy that with all the streaming services now, it makes it a little bit easier for me to find some of the stuff that I'm interested in. What was also trending too, disaster movies are big for some reason.
Oh yeah.
Like just wallowing in. So the second everyone hears about COVID-19, and everyone wants to start looking at all of these, contagion movies and who's turning.
Did you watch that Contagion or Pandemic or whatever it was called?
I don't watch those. That's the thing.
Oh man,
Me
I
neither.
watched it early on, and it was, aside from a bit of Hollywood, like if you get it, you're foaming at the mouth, but the rest of it was pretty freaking accurate. Like it was hella scary.
Well, and that's the thing, right? So everyone that was a trending of what initially people were starting to look at. So if you're trying to figure out what everyone's been watching over quarantine, it's been that. Oddly enough, two people have been making playlists, if we go music-wise, into songs about either feeling better or why the world is coming to an end. So there's actually on, let me see if I put it down here. Who was it that had it?
Or who was that person that sang that, or that did that song? What is it?
That couple, they sang it here, If the World Was Ending.
No, I'm bored in the house.
Yeah.
I'm bored in the house.
And how about F2020? Like that.
Oh my gosh, I heard that song.
F2020.
Some people were, TikTok became very popular with a lot of those songs for sure.
Yeah, ridiculous. Yeah.
AP News has a top 40 songs to listen to during quarantine.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait to hear this.
Yeah, so there's a couple standouts for me. So Alicia Keys and Flo Rida have a track simply called My House.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
Love it.
Ariana Grande and Justin Bieber, Stuck With You is actually another very popular one.
That was a good one because, they were stuck with everybody, weren't we?
Yeah, Keep It Canadian. Michael Bublé, Bare Naked Ladies, and Sophia Reyes about Gotta Be Patient. The top 40 listed. Queen and Adam Lambert actually did a remake of their retake. They call it You Are the Champions. So stay positive.
Oh, wow.
That was really cool, actually. I did hear that one. That was nice. I like it. Yeah.
I'll put that link up there for you.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, top 40 songs to listen to during quarantine. Most of it, of course, thankfully, is either just a reality check or making you feel a bit more positive about how to come out of this. So.
Well, Drew, as during quarantine, there was a lot of versus battles, like a lot of them that came out. I think there was Alicia Keys and John Legend, Timbaland and Swiss Beats, the disaster one with Teddy Riley and Babyface.
That's what happened. Okay, no, I'm gonna sound ageist, but when you get a bunch of older gentlemen in front of tech and they're like, how does this
work? And not too long ago or yesterday was Monica and Brandy. So you are the music expert. You tell us what your thoughts are. What was some of your favorites? What wasn't that great? What you
my favorite one. Well, I'm kind of skewed on this one because I'm Caribbean, but my favorite one was when Versus did Beanie Man and Bounty Killer. Oh yeah. So that was like a big dance hall stuff. We had 500,000 people streaming on Instagram at the same time, which was amazing. The track selections and everything that was put up, it was just amazing. I just love the fact that you literally had that much interaction on these, platforms.
Different platforms,
Yeah, and you have all of the stars who are actually jumping on board. So if you're a fan of any of those, artists' music, it was going to be great. Like the one, as we said, was the big hiccup was you're sitting there waiting for Babyface and Teddy Riley, and technologically he's sitting in this massive studio with all of this stuff here, and he's got one guy. He's trying to go, how do I do this? So that was just. Did
you get onto the TikTok bandwagon there, Drew? Did you do any TikToks with your kids?
Yeah, do it.
Did you, BR?
Yeah. Are you kidding? I got a 13-year-old girl. TikTok.
You did?
24/7. That's.
Oh my! Did you do one?
Quarantine survival. TikTok, man. She her dances. It's like all day, every day, and then
her dances are awesome.
He'd make Carm do it, and he'd be like.
Oh my gosh! You got to post one of those. Did you get into a video?
I may have.
Okay, you got to send that in the group chat. You better get. I'm gonna hold you to it.
Yeah.
Okay, Liz, did you do any?
My entertainment.
No, no, me either. My kids were like, if you do it, Mom, you're not allowed to live in the house anymore. So I just didn't do it. Like, just go cook, okay? I'm like, okay, fine, I'll just go cook.
Yeah.
No TikTok for me.
Your kids and where they're at, and mine and where they're at.
Very true. Very, very true. Yeah.
So
awesome.
I think we're going to lose Drew pretty quickly here. Is there anything else that you want to
No, Drew, don't go. Don't go.
I know. I got to go find some pants.
Right, you have to go find a mask. What mask?
He said pants.
Okay,
That'll
don't
pass.
turn off the camera until you stand up and walk away. Do not turn off the camera until you
I wanna
stand up
see-
and walk away. We want to see what's on the bottom there. Get up.
I want to see
Get up.
those vanilla
Get up.
under.
Stand up.
No,
Get up. Stand up.
they're not
Come on.
vanilla, by the way. They're not vanilla.
Well,
What if he's got like bananas or happy faces on his shorts or something? He
know.
just doesn't want to show.
Yeah.
Are they
Yeah.
Power Rangers maybe?
bacon and
those,
eggs.
no, not anymore. Not anymore.
Power Rangers.
No, my wife told me I can't wear the Black Ranger in public.
Aw.
Oh, yeah, that Black Ranger. You got to earn that, babe. You got to earn that.
Actually, you know what? Before we lose Drew, there is something because we're going to continue on just for quickly about when Drew leaves about any other celebrity things that have happened. But I actually, because Drew and I haven't been able to talk about this yet, but celebrity hot topics of the season: Will and Jada entanglements and go.
Oh,
What?
Come on. Yes.
What happened? Tell us.
What? Okay, so yeah, so August Alsina, R&B. How old is he? In the early 20s.
Okay.
Okay, so he's closer to their kids' age than to anybody else. Liz is laughing her face off.
Totally.
So
Because I
while
can't
he
wait
was
to
a bit
hear
down,
what you have to say about this. So go
yeah,
ahead.
he was a bit. I'll
Okay.
be quick. He was a bit down and out or whatever the situation was, and he moved into the house. Anyway, the long and short of it was he got into an entanglement. That's the word that Jada decided to use with Jada. And
What?
yeah, he came out and publicly was talking about, the relationship that he had with her, and everyone's like, wait a minute. She went from Tupac to Will Smith. Who are you? And Mr. 25-year-old, you talking about the daughter like you were Willow? No, I was with.
What?
Yeah, so at first.
And here I thought like
It's
Will
romantic.
and Jada had the best relationship because we watched
But
them on
this
that
is-
table talk thing and everything.
Yes.
So this is the thing, right? So there's a lot of takes that came out of that.
Okay.
The final red table talk, Will came on and then, was pretty much questioning Jada with regards to everything. Yeah, you can see a ton of this stuff online, but yeah, the Coles notes, they were pretty much in a marriage of convenience for about 3 years. Like, they were just out and about
What?
doing it. Yeah.
Wow. Shocking.
Well,
Oh
not
my
really.
gosh.
Think about it, right? They both had their careers, and they both, this is their public persona. And Will had already stated that he had been through a marriage and a divorce with his first wife, right, Trey's mother. And then he's got the kids now, and there's also public that he's like, well, if we got to do our own thing, we do our own thing, but we're still the Smiths, right? So you do your own thing. Yeah, you do your own thing, and it was fine. I guess everyone was quiet about it because it was years ago. And then August Alsina not even really relevant. He doesn't even have a song out right now, but has an interview and happens to bring that up. And they're like, yo, you can't be just bringing out our old stuff.
Oh
like
my gosh. I am like, okay, I'm in shock. Holy moly.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
To shock. Oh my word.
Yeah. So, but what I took away from that is that, and I may be in the minority here, the fact that they started talking about beforehand that Will and Jada are together and they're going through things thick and thin, right? And literally, that's the definition of for better or for worse. Of what
You know what? That's true though. That's true.
Right.
Yeah. Better or worse. Yeah.
Yeah, right. And before this even came out, you could see that they were more of a unit than they had been before.
Mm-hmm.
If that makes any sense. So there's even, if you follow Will Smith's Instagram or his YouTube or something like that, right after all this stuff came down, he was talking about his take on 2020, and somebody threw what was it, like a washing machine and hit him in the head or something like that. That's
Oh my
pretty much
gosh.
what it was in 2020.
Yeah.
So,
Holy
but
yeah.
it had become the meme. So I'm surprised you guys didn't have. You guys have really been in the box if you hadn't.
No,
heard
I've seen it, but I missed kind of
I didn't.
led up to it. And so I wasn't quite sure what had actually transpired. And I thought it was a new thing. Like I thought this was a new sort of,
She had no. According to her,
in the family.
according to everybody, this happened years ago, and August decided to talk about it now for whatever reason. That's the
Well,
deal.
hey, this teaches you something that, you know, well, I mean,
with a big
of course.
song called Entanglements with Rick Ross. So now he's going to make
Yeah,
millions.
then I was gonna say, then that's the thing.
Entanglement.
After all that comes out, he actually releases a song called Entanglement.
Really? I gotta go and search this song and listen to it and see what I love.
Yep.
Will Smith that he's come back into music and everything. But
yeah, Jada Pinkett Smith, Entanglement, and everything.
Oh yeah.
wow, I gotta do some research, I guess.
Sorry, Lina. Actually, I just saw on social media today that Will Smith is bringing back Fresh Prince of Bel-Air for a reunion on HBO Max. So
It's not gonna be the same without Uncle Phil.
I know.
Oh, I love Uncle
It's funny
Phil. My kids grew up watching that with me. Every day we watch reruns forever.
Yeah.
We still watch them.
Lola's watching it now. She's binging it on Netflix. She watched it this morning before school. Like,
oh my gosh, yes,
a whole
Liz, I saw you
new
post that on
generation of kids, right?
Yep, Entertainment Calgary page.
You're gonna get Aunt Viv number 2.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, no Aunt Viv number 1.
Oh man,
it's gonna be different, but it'll be fun.
Yeah. Also, speaking of Will Smith and Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, there was a drama that had actually been done. Someone had just shot a fan film called Bel-Air, which is pretty much the story. But if you were to make it more of a very gritty Ozark-style drama as to why you're leaving adult, So Will saw it, and was prepared to greenlight it. I think they're
wow.
They're actually, imagine that. So literally like I'm here and things go sideways and my mom decides to make me move from here to Bel-Air.
Yeah.
And what's that going to be like? And what's the racial tensions when I move there? And what is the old stuff from before? So yeah, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air probably meets Ozark is
way
thing
cool.
That's
cool spin. We're gonna have to watch it. Liz, keep us posted as to when that airs.
Yeah,
I would definitely want to watch it, and the kids want to watch it. I told them about it this morning.
For sure.
Absolutely. So, Drew, are we going to lose you now?
No, I actually just got a message that I don't have to go.
Awesome. So let's finish off with other celebrity headlines, highlights, hot topics, and then we'll just finish off here. So,
big surprise was for me yesterday when I heard Katy Perry had a baby. Who the hell knew? I didn't even see her pregnant. Biggest kept secret ever.
And I love her name.
I know, Daisy.
I know, cute.
Daisy Bloom, like beautiful.
Other celebrity babies, I think, was like the Bella twins from WWE. They had they both had boys, which is the weirdest thing. Twins pregnant at the same time, and their kids are like a day apart or something, which is really
crazy.
Yeah. Oh, weird.
And Sheeran announced they had a baby girl like yesterday.
Oh, really?
Who?
Lyra Antarctica. What do you think of that?
Who did?
Ed Sheeran.
No way.
Yeah, her name is Lyra, Lyra Antarctica.
Oh, that's
cool.
It is. Another famous baby, Lina became a grandmother, grandma.
Oh my God, that's
Baby Luna is our.
I have a baby Luna. She's adorable.
Yes.
Our favorite celebrity baby.
Yes.
Oh, you guys are so sweet. I'm just so obsessed with her. You guys, I'm not gonna lie. I have not been on social media or TV or anything because she consumes my every minute that I have. When I'm free, I'm with her, and I don't care.
Absolutely.
But and didn't what's his name, Justin Timberlake, just have a baby too with Justin Bieber? They didn't. Yeah, they didn't say that was a secret. Yeah.
A lot of people.
Amazing what happens when Hollywood shuts down. Nobody knows shit. Like that's pretty big secrets to keep.
Oh, we're gonna have another baby boom for sure. Next 9 months, we're gonna see a ton of babies being born.
Oh, I'm sure. What else are people gonna do when they're sitting at home, bored?
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
Is there any other babies that we know, celebrity babies that have been born this year? In the
Those are the only ones that come to my mind.
We did have a lot of celebrity passings 2020, starting with probably the most devastating one, Kobe. Kelly Preston.
Oh my gosh,
unbelievable.
I know. Jerry Stiller, which is Ben Stiller's dad. Naya Riviera.
And the Black Panther.
Oh,
I know.
That was so sad.
Kenny Rogers, John Lewis, and of course Chadwick Boseman. So yeah, it's 2020. I think has been devastating roller coaster.
I think our theme song needs to be.
I'm going to say something about Chadwick, right? In that he had been battling colon cancer for
A long time.
It was like 4 years, right?
And he never made it public, right? Still put out some extremely poignant work in that time.
Yeah.
Sure enough, you always, someone passes, you start revisiting a bunch of their stuff, and a clip had come up in my feed of 2 years ago when he was doing the press releases for Black Panther, and he was sitting there with the cast, and someone had asked him right before the movie had been released, how powerful did he think that this movie was going to be? And he started talking, he's fine. And then he mentioned 2 little kids that he went to visit in a cancer ward.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so of course when I saw it the first time, you're like, well, that's extremely heartfelt. The point, he said that he went to visit them and they both told him, he said, we just want to hold on until this movie comes out so we can see a superhero that looks like us.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And he kind of paused.
Beautiful.
But at that point, you're like, okay, I can see the man there. But now think of that. 2 years ago, he's already had multiple surgeries for colon cancer himself. He's never told anyone about it. He's progressing into something that's going to be terminal, right? So somewhere in his head, he has to publicly now state cancer. He knows that he's got his own family, and he's talking about 2 little kids. And he just he broke down, collected himself, finished the sentence, and went on. And I'm like, I don't know if I've had that strength. And that little 30-second piece, I'll probably tattoo Chadwick Boseman on my back.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
gonna cry.
I saw that clip as well, and that was heartbreaking. Now knowing what he was battling with, like how you have the strength to even do something like that, and props to him. Like there's a lot of people that watch Black Panther and saw themselves
Ryan Coogler, the director, said that he never understood that was the battle he was going through. His co-star, Michael B. Jordan, I think it was yesterday or the day before, had a extremely emotional post on Instagram. It was extremely poetic.
Yes.
He pretty much said he's dedicating every moment of the rest of his life to emulate Chadwick Boseman in his strength going through all that. And
incredible. Yeah.
He went from just being a really good actor to you take that all in, and that hit me. That really
absolutely.
Totally. Oh my goodness.
Joe Rogan broke down crying when somebody asked him about it, because again, once you especially for those people who've met him or worked with him, to understand that's what they've gone through, where everyone's like, oh well, I'll play to the masses, and I can't do this because I have
right.
And, he said nothing about it and just suffered gracefully.
Just kept on going. That's incredibly inspiring for sure.
Cheers to Chadwick Boseman.
Cheers.
Absolutely. Cheers. May he rest well. Poor guy.
Absolutely. So we're going to move on to something a little bit lighter, I think. Other celebrity news. I don't know if this is one we should talk about, but Harry and Meghan, they've been through it this year.
Oh, man. I tell you, I love them. Like, I love them
too. I love them too.
I just think the whole world just, people are fascinated with the royals, and I get why. I think the whole monarchy is absolutely fascinating. And I just think that they just...
I know.
I think a lot of people are fascinated with what
I'm not doubting that they're fascinated, but are they fascinated?
Well, I think, I don't know if good or bad, but damn, why do we need a queen?
They're entertaining. We
have, it seems really bizarre. And I think that's the fascination, that we still have a monarchy today. And I think, he's never going to reign because he's 7th in line. So let him
live his life. Exactly. Let him live his life. That queen's never going to die anyway, so nobody's going to take over. So who cares? Go do what you want to do.
And then Charles takes over, and he'll die the week after because he's
just God.
Just as full of heart.
They should just skip over him and give it to William and call it a day. Do they even, like you said, do they even need that, right?
It's bizarre, actually. And I know it's got history upon history, and I don't pretend to know any of it. But it's incredible that it's still traditional. It's still a thing. And yes, they've probably been modernized, if we could use that word for the monarchy.
Yeah, a
but
little.
I don't know. Kind of incredible.
Let them live their life. That's all I say. Is like,
Yeah.
Jesus, life's too short. Look what we're going through, people.
Like,
Let them live their life.
It's not so much Harry, or it's because of his marriage that I think,
Yeah.
she's getting a lot of hate. And, I think of her, or has a little bit more experience with her BR than any of us, but,
Mhm.
in the fashion world, because she was
Yeah.
a lot of Canadian wardrobe and clothing and designers, when
Yeah.
she was on her show. I can't remember what it's called,
Suits.
but
Yeah.
Suits,
Yeah.
yeah. But I mean, the transition from going from England and then to Vancouver and then back to LA, and now she has the career again.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and I do think like
That part I didn't know. What is she doing now?
Oh, she's doing voiceover work for Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Oh,
She's
cute.
acting again, and which is great. I mean, she's lovely. But
She's trying to have a normal life, and that's okay.
And he's always been the rebel kid, right? And
yeah.
Before he joined the military, after, like, he's always been, the cute ginger who's like not following the family.
Yeah, of course.
Little Gingy.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think they're
You
great.
guys, we need way more segments of Prosecco and Nuts to cover what we want to cover. We could be here all day. Okay, we need to book another one soon. Let's do another one. And let's do it outside in my backyard so we can social distance if you want.
But we need like 10 cameras to be able to have all of us like 6 feet apart or whatever, how many feet apart.
Oh my God.
No, we don't. You know what? We can still Zoom it, be in the same area, and have a better background.
Oh, you think that would work with all 80 of us, me and BR especially? We're going to be looking here and there and everywhere. But anyway, we should. We should definitely do that, because you three are all up in the north. I'm the one in the south, so we should definitely let's pause it here and say our goodbyes, and let's book another one after. Maybe if we're going to be in quarantine again, hopefully not.
No, we won't.
Let's definitely.
Hey, we're allowed to get together now, you guys. Never mind. Hold up for a minute. We're allowed to get together as long as there's not over 50 of us. There's only 4. And we can be in the same vicinity if we're all safe and clear, which we are. I'm a glam. I'll wear mine. And you wear yours.
Oh my gosh.
You can wear yours. The only thing about this is I can't drink, and this really sucks.
Oh,
you can see my mouth, but I can't
get
use
a
it.
straw. We're good.
We'll get a straw.
Put that back on.
So
let's put that back on.
Sorry?
Let's see it. Bring it up to the camera. I want to see it.
Yeah.
Come on closer.
I feel like I'm a
part of a harem dancer.
That is Lady Gaga meets the harem. Exactly. We need.
You got to bring that over.
I feel like you should belly dance in this.
Yes, you can actually. Do a little mouth action. Shake it up. So let's get together in an area where we can be outside, and while the weather's nice, and we'll reconvene and do another segment of Prosecco. And that's because I can never get enough of talking to you guys. But unfortunately, meetings have to interrupt our fun, which kind of sucks sometimes. But here we are.
We also have to work. So thank you guys so much. I really appreciate this. Cheers to you guys. I love you all. I miss you all.
Cheers. Love you guys too.
Love you too, guys. Thanks.
Information on all of us at Entertainment Calgary. I will post all the links below so that you can follow us on social media. Thank you guys so much. Love you. Have a wonderful day, guys.
Cheers.
Love you guys too. Bye.
Put the fish back, Liz. Put the fish back.
Put it back in the bowl. Bye.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Drew.